my name is P, and in this video I'm going to tell you all there is to know about my lock extensions, and I have included a short tutorial on how to make lock extensions and how I installed my lock extensions. First of all, what are lock extensions? Well, I have lock extensions in right now. I made them myself by hand a few days ago. And lock extensions are basically extensions, but then you skip the part where you have to wait till your hair locks and becomes longer. There are different ways to start your locks. You can do a twist in your hair or a braid out. You leave it in, and after some time you start having locks. And with lock extensions, you basically skip that whole step and go straight into having locks that look like you've been locking your hair for years. Like the way my hair currently is, I think it would have taken me like at least 5 years to have my hair look like this. And I was able to achieve this look in a week time. So that's the advantage of lock extensions. You get to skip the whole part of waiting till your locks mature. The hair I used is Afro Kinky Bulk. I bought it from Makeup Styles. I've made a review about the hair. I'll link it down below. This video is about my reasons for getting lock extensions and how you make a lock extension and how to install it. The reason why I decided to get lock extensions is because I was tired of coming up with different hairstyles all the time, and I was tired of wearing wigs. I have been natural for more than 10 years, I think, and I wear weaves, wigs, braids, basically every style you can do with your hair. I did it, and after a while I just got fed up. I just wanted something that will be permanent and natural. I also noticed that manipulating my hair all the time, braids, even wigs, it started to damage my hair. I noticed that on top here, where the lace part of my wig was, it started breaking my hair. So basically I was looking for a style that was permanent and would cause less damage to my hair. And I searched YouTube as you do, and I stumbled upon lock extensions. I've always thought about doing locks, but what really stopped me from doing it years ago was because I didn't want to go through the ugly stages, you know, the stage whereby you have some funky looking braids while you wait for your hair to lock. I don't know, I wouldn't look cute like that, so I didn't want to go through that stage. So lock extensions were like basically what I was looking for. It took me about 2 weeks to make this hair. And let me show you quickly how to make these locks. Okay, so I have decided I will show you how to make a lock extension. And it's really easy, and I'm going to use a lock that I've already finished basically to show you how I did it. So the hair comes, you just take some loose hair like this. It will be like the one on the top. And what you do is then take your crochet needle, which is this one. I use a crochet needle. It's a 1.25 millimeter. This is how it looks. And what you do is you take the loose hair, so the hair will be loose like this on the top. You take your needle, and then you go back and forth with the needle in the hair. And then you turn the hair around with your own fingers. So just go back and forth. See, as you can see, as you saw in the video, it's basically going through the hair, the loose hair you get, and going through all the time till you get a lock. While I was doing this hair, I also filmed how to actually install it in your hair, how I did it. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how I install the lock extensions on my own hair. As you can see, I only have this part left. It's about 10 locks I have to install till I'm done. What I did was part all the hair before I was even done making the locks, so I was sure that I had enough locks to fit in my hair. It would suck if you have like 120 parts and you only have 100 locks. So make sure that you part your hair, separate it with some elastic band. These are elastic bands on each part, so that you can count. Like, I know these are 5 locks, and this will also be like 5. So I have 10 locks left, so it's exactly the amount I need to finish this hair. So what I do next is take the lock extension, which I have here. Snip off the top. So I have a lock extension here, and this is my hair. I'm bring the camera a bit closer so you can really see it. Okay, so I just line up the lock extension with my own hair. You see? Just line it up together. I just put the lock extension on my own hair. So I make sure that my own hair ends here where the locks actually begins, because this is just some loose hair to connect it to your hair with. So make sure this part is as long as your own hair, and it's a lot thinner than the rest of the lock. So I just line it up together, take my crochet needle, and basically start to crochet these two parts together. Take one hand I use to twist the crochet and my own hair, and this hand I use to go back and forth, in and out with the needle. So twisting motion with one hand, and the other hand you just go back and forth, and you can see like it's already connected to my hair. If I pull really hard, I can take it out, but it's connected. So I start at the bottom and then I just go up. So I'll just continue making the twisting motion I just showed you, and then crocheting in my hair. Your arms can get a bit tired. I'm going down. So basically going in and out, and then twisting, 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 in and out, twisting. Basically, you can see it's getting more and more attached to my hair. Now I'm going to the root, and then you hold it in your roots, and this you have to be careful because you don't want to be too work too hard or quickly, or you just yank out your own hair. So hold it on your roots and then just gently go in and out, and you just want to make sure the extension melts with your own hair. It has to melt with your own hair. So just have some patience. Don't try to do this too quickly, or you might damage your own hair. Just twist with one hand and then go in and out with the needle with the other hand. A better lock to part ratio now, and the base is no longer too small to hold the locks. The base might look a bit. You have to make sure that your lock matches your part. What I mean with that is that you have to make sure that here you can see this is where my hair, my own hair is, and this part is the lock. You see that is the same size as my hair. The lock is the same size as my hair. I didn't make it thinner or thicker than my hair because you want to grow out your own hair with the lock attached to it. So if you make your base too small, what will happen is that your hair will be growing and then you will have a lock that is too big or too small in comparison to your own hair. So that's not a look you want. So you have to be careful with that. Another thing I was really worried about or unsure of was what size I wanted my lock to be. Because for me, thin locks come with a disadvantage, and that is that they cause more strain on your hair. I feel like thin locks can cause more breakage, but I also like to style my hair. And I also feel like thin hair has more styling options. So it was a bit hard for me. I was like, what do I do? Do I go for thin, thick, medium? Eventually, I settled on this size, which is like the size of a pinky, a very small pinky. So I settled for this size, which is like a bit smaller than a finger. And I'm happy with the size. It's not too huge that I can do anything with it, and it's also not too thin. Like, I can style this hair. Right now I have a braid out in it, and it worked fine. So yeah, in summary, you need a crochet needle, lots of time, Afro kinky bulk human hair. Make sure it doesn't say human hair blend. It has to be 100% human hair, because some companies mix the hair with synthetic hair. You don't want that. And basically make sure that your parts match the lock. And what else? Yeah, like I said, a lot of time and patience. Like, see, I still see strands. This one didn't really go in well, so I have to lock it up. Sometimes I see a loose strand, so that happens. One thing that is also important is your parts. I really did something. I don't even know what I did because I did my part myself. I couldn't see what I was doing, but I tried to do the diamond shaped parts, which go like this, like in a triangular shape. That's what I tried. I don't even know if I succeeded because I can't see my parts. So that's the type of parting I did, and my goal was to get as many locks as possible in my head because I wanted a full look. What I didn't do was tighten my parts, my roots too tight. Like, I made it, my roots are really loose. Some people would say like I need a retwist. You see? I see so many people with really tight roots, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm not feeling that. I don't want anything to like strain my hair or cause damage. So it basically looks uncomfortable to me too. I don't want that. So I'm planning to keep my roots like this, like loose. Let it breathe and chill. I'm not the one that wants to have like, oh, I need to have my parts visible and roots tight. No, I'm cool with my hair like this. I don't want any tight roots. So I'm basically never going to let anybody retwist my hair. I'm gonna do it myself. My hair is pretty kinky, so it doesn't really unravel that easily. So I can have loose roots without my hair unraveling or not locking. So I'm cool with that. So if you like this video or have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will reply to every single question.